Hi, I'm Shahida, and thanks for watching Pretty Floral Design Studio, a modern floral design house for all of your arrangement needs. We specialize in elevated event floral artistry and beautiful crafted traditional arrangements. Here, every stem tells a story, and every design is created with intention and creativity. Welcome to the world of Pretty Florals, an extension of Life of the Party KC.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make the Quiet Dawn bouquet. In case you want to place an order or you want to give somebody something, you can always order through our website or through our other social media platforms. But this one could be found on our website. So today we're going to start off with some hydrangeas, some pink roses. I have some pink astromeria, which I often design with. I have a stargazer lily, which I love. And then I have some of this right here, which is great to work with. I think this is called like Misty Blue or something like that. And then this is our pink Gerbera daisies. I love Gerbera daisies. I love working with them. They are so dainty. They are so cute. And so the end result will have this. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful bouquet already. I love it. But we're going to put this all in a square dish. Sometimes my arrangements don't come out looking like the picture. So I have what is called a shorts pile. I keep a lot of shorts, carnations. I keep a lot of different foliage that I've cut from previous arrangements that I just want to stick in that I think might make it a little bit better. So that's what I say when my arrangements don't always call for the recipe, it might be a little bit better than the recipe, okay? So we're gonna put it together. This right here is Caspia. I did say that it was Misty Blue, but I don't think this is Misty Blue actually. It's Caspia, and I want to give you guys the right name for this. Limonium or Caspia is what they call this. Just in case you're ever going to the flower wholesale spot and you need to get some Caspia. All right, so first I want to take off the hydrangea leaves. We never leave the hydrangea leaves on. Sometimes I will leave them on if they look good, but most of the times I will just clip them back. Hydrangeas literally hydrate through their leaves. So if you want the most for your arrangement, you want to dunk this whole, I'm gonna leave that leaf on. You want to dunk this whole head into water and let it sit for like 10 minutes when you're processing your hydrangea, and that gives them a long lasting lifespan. And so this was dunked, I would say last week, and I let it sit for at least 30 minutes and I let it process in that good clean water with sometimes I would do like a cap full of bleach and I would do flower food. But for hydrangeas, you definitely don't want to burn their stems. I do a half a cap of bleach because I don't want those stems to burn. So you just dunk the head completely in the water, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then you take them out, and then you cut those stems really nice. Sometimes I will cut those stems at an angle like this, but most of the times I will cut that, I will cut that in, you see how that's a double cut. That way it can soak up as much water and retain as much water in these stalks, because these are very, very sturdy stalks. But you want to get them nice and hydrated when you're first processing so they last a little bit longer, okay? So I'm going to cut that hydrangea at an angle, and I'm also going to cut the stem again because I'm going to stick it in water. I want this arrangement to last a very long time, okay? I don't want them to get the arrangement and then it dies in a week. I don't like that, okay? I want my arrangements to be long lasting, and that's one of the ways that you get those arrangements to last, okay? Giving you guys all my secrets. So now I am just trimming up some of these leaves. Sometimes they need to be trimmed. You might see a brown spot here and there. But you just want to trim it up because that's what florists do. That's all a part of floristry, okay? You don't want to send anything out that looks, okay? Yeah, that's not what we do. So let me take some Astramaria. You see how pretty those are? When they fully open, they are amazingly beautiful, okay? People don't really work with Astramaria too much, but these are a really nice wildflower, I will say. I love working with Astramaria. And they're very affordable. Very affordable flower. Nice, 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 nice bloom. Beautiful bloom. So how I am designing this is what I do for one side, I do for the other. And I'm just bringing that in. For this, for this lily here, I'm gonna cut into 2 pieces because you see that? You can get a lot out of this one stem. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I wanna leave some of the foliage on here. The bigger ones I'm taking off, but the smaller ones I am going to keep on there. So I have this one that I'm cutting. You see how we now have 2 lilies, but they actually have 3 lilies. So this is what I'm saying when I say the recipe is going to be better. Yeah, when you do designer's choice. So the recipe only called for 1 of these lilies, and that's gonna be the big head lily. Now for these, these are the seeds, these are the insides. I take them out, okay? I don't want that to be in there because they will stain here in your lily. So you wanna take those out because you don't want your lily to be stained over time. So I do just drop them in the water because I have some other lilies in here that need to bloom for a funeral. So I drop them in the water and then I'll just go and process some more lilies and put them in that water so that they can bloom, they can open up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in here. I have a nice good stock for that. Gonna put that in there. Gonna cut that just one more time. I always do a fresh cut. You don't want to get any air pockets in there. Okay, so now I got that going, okay? And then I'm gonna put this one, of course, like I said, when you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Yes, yes, yes. Let me cut that again. Cutting it too small. So now they have a few more lilies than expected. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring in my shorts. Okay, remember I was telling you that I have like a bowl full of short stalks that either have separated from the mother stem or I just have some that are left over. Okay, so I'm gonna bring those in here because I think carnations will do really nicely for this arrangement. It's just a few too, it's not a lot. Then now I have my gerberas that I'm going to add in here. One calls for it to be really, really like within that arrangement. The other one is a little bit tall. You have to be very careful working with this stem because these stems are very, very thin. So I'm just pulling it in. I'm being very gentle with it. And then I'm going to place one over here too. Okay, so now you're getting some gerbs, all those angles. So now I'm going in, and this is the star of the show, okay? So I have, these are like mondials, okay? If you like mondials, especially the white ones, you're gonna love these pink ones. They give a garden rose flavor, garden rose feel, a garden rose look. I like the tint of it. It's like a two-toned, it's got a hint of green in there. And so I just reflex this baby a little bit. Maybe put another taco right there. But I just reflex that out because I want to cover up this area here, okay? So you see that there's an area here that needs to be covered. So I'm going to cover that up and I reflex that out. And I cut my stem at that 45-degree angle because you need to do that. If you're not doing that, what are you doing? Okay, so I have some Astramaria that just wants to be on its own. All right, so that is all reflex and that's out, that's covering that spot. Okay, now we can go in and fill where we want those other roses to go, because there's 3 roses that are in this arrangement. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna just poke that in there. And then I'm gonna put another arrangement, I'm gonna put another rose here. And I think I'm gonna reflex it again because I want it to be nice and full. Now see, the only thing about the reflexing is that you're pulling the stems back, so the lifespan of it is going to be less than it would if it would gradually open on its own. So I tend to not reflex a whole lot in my arrangements because I like when the stems open on its own. I don't want to manually open up your flower. I want you to gradually over time enjoy the arrangement, okay? So if all of those are open for you, then it won't be long lasting. And I want you to get at least a good 2 to 3 weeks out of my arrangements for sure. All right, so I'm gonna stick this beautiful lady here. Okay, I got that in there. So now I'm almost done. I'm gonna come in and, not my caspia yet, because my caspia is like the finishing touches, okay? Because you really don't need too much of it. All right, let's see. I am just cutting some stems, and this is eucalyptus. Gonna put it a little bit here, a little bit there, and if I need to go get a couple more stems, I will, because I enjoy smelling this. Some people love the way eucalyptus smells. It's great for arrangements, and I'm one of those people. All right, so now I have that in there. I like the way that's looking from the top here. And now I will add my caspia, okay? And I'm just snipping a little bit off. You know, caspia goes a long ways. You don't have to use too much to make a beautiful impact on your arrangement. You can even snip some of these off, which are the laterals. You can snip those off and still place them in a really nice spot, because see, you don't want to overdo it with the caspia, okay? I'm almost complete with this arrangement. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it with the caspia at all. But I want you to know that it's there. Okay? I want to give it a good, clean, going for a grocery store look. You know, when you go to the grocery store and you get a very nice arrangement. This is a step above a grocery store, okay? This is a boutique, okay? That's what it is. All right. So, is it a little smushed? Just a tad. So I'm gonna, for the petals that I feel like are smushed that I need to bring out, I would bring out, okay? And make it to where you can actually see it. So I want those, okay? Did I not reflex that out? I'm telling you. I'm gonna just bring that out just a little bit more. Just reflex it out just a little bit more, because I want you to see the rose, and I want you to see the beauty of that reflex as well. Okay, I like how that's shaped. Okay, and I don't want to see any of my mechanics down here, so I'm going to go in here and I am going to fill just a little bit. I'm going to fill just a little bit of the caspia to where you cannot see any of the foam. And let me tell you something. I use Oasis black foam, okay? And I've been trying to become more environmentally friendly. And I did mention this in a few other videos, but I use the Oasis black foam because when you're designing, you cannot see it, okay? You can't see it through your arrangements. As opposed to the green foam, you really can. You can see it a little bit. And so I want to make sure that you can't see any of those mechanics or foam elements, okay? I'm huge on cleaning as I go because I don't want to clean up afterwards a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of petals here, a whole lot of petals there. I clean up as I go, okay? All right, so this is the arrangement. And I don't know, you really can't see the beauty of it at this angle, but where I'm at, it is phenomenal. It is so beautiful. It is giving, as they say. All right, so I'm gonna get ready to bag that up and get it ready to be delivered to where it needs to go. Along with my branding is an envelope, a card, floral food, and a business card, of course. All right, so now that we're done, I am going to spray with some Crown and Glory. I spray. Crown and Glory will prevent your arrangement from becoming brown prematurely. It will hydrate it. It gives it a little bit more and I love the shine that it gives to these stems. So always remember to get your bottle of finishing touch or Crown and Glory for any of your arrangements that are going out, because you'll want them to always be fresh going out, okay? This one is going nearby the studio, which is always great as far as delivery. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching Pretty Floral Design Studio.